Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for attending tonight's commencement ceremony of Ozarks Technical Community College. We would like to remind you to please silence your cell phones. Thank you. The ceremony will begin in a few minutes.
Thank you to my family and everyone for supporting me, especially Steve Fritz, who is now a doctorate. I am very excited to graduate with my AA in teaching as well as my American Sign Language certificate.
My name is Destin Pearson. I'm a first-generation college graduate. I want to thank my family, my teachers, and really just the whole of OTC for the opportunity I've been given. Thanks, guys.
We just want to say thanks to Becky Stevens for everything you've done for us during our MA program.
You're amazing and we love you.
Shout out to my family. This program was difficult, but you guys made it so much better, and I couldn't have got through it without you. I love you guys.
I just want to say thank you to all those who support me and continue to support me. And I love you all so much. And thank you for absolutely everything. I appreciate it.
I do want to give a shout out to my mom, who's been my constant drive and my go-to person, just for basically just mostly been there for me.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm so glad you all are here. Hello to Noah and his family. I'm so glad you're here, and I love you.
I want to say thank you so much to everyone that has gotten me to this point, and thank you to everyone who has been involved with Grain Council. You have seriously made my life at OTC something I will never forget. So thank you very much.
Shout out to my husband, Jay. You're the reason I got through this program. I love you, big dog.
I want to shout out to my mom. Her support made this whole thing possible. And I'm just really grateful because I've managed to complete two things at the same time.
I just want to shout out to my parents and thank them for carrying me through the program through one of the hardest times of my life, and to all the respiratory therapy faculty for being personable and helpful in every moment that they could be.
I'd like to shout out Derek, Xander, and Amanda, my friends I've met along here at OTC. Shout out to all the ambassadors as well, and all my tour guide workers and co-workers.
Thank you to our advisors, Miss Johnson, Miss Canton, Miss Yost, and Miss Santiago.
Thank you to Dr. Stephen Fritz and Joe Fritz for creating the American Sign Language program, as well as Bobby, who was super helpful. And thank you to my grandparents for always supporting me and helping me get here. I wanted to say thank you to my amazing children, Carson, Emily, and Lainey, as well as my fiance, Travis, and my amazing advisors, Dee, Micah, and Todd Yerby.
Hello, Mom. Thank you so much for supporting this journey. And to my girl, Pinky, I love you so much, and I know you are so very proud of me.
Hey, just want to give a shout out to Landon Vincent. That's my man right there. And just everything he's got me through. And also my navigator, Shelby.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and my parents, my family, especially to the ECD teachers. They've taught me more than I could ever imagine, and they're probably the reason that I've come this far, so thank you.
I'd like to thank my parents and a special teacher, but Angela Branson and James Graves, they're my parents. Thank you guys for believing in me, and thank you for Dana Price for believing in me as well. So thank you.
I just want to thank my mom and my family for always supporting me, and Miss Amy Shelley and Miss Crabtree for being great instructors and helping me to be all that I can be. Thank you.
Just a shout out to the main person in my life, my mom. Shout out to you. Thank you for bringing me into this world and always being with me, standing with me, and getting my back.
Thank you for OTC, for everything that they've done. It's been a great journey, and I know everything's gonna be well from now on. It's been a long journey, but thank goodness we are done. Yay!
Good evening. If you're able, please remain standing. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2025 commencement ceremony of Ozarks Technical Community College. Today, we celebrate the academic achievements of our students. To the graduates in front of us, their families and friends, today is your day. But for all of us at Ozarks Tech, the faculty, staff, administration, and board of trustees, it is also our day. Being here to witness the achievements of our students is an honor. Thank you, graduates, for choosing us to be a part of your journey. And thank you to all of you who gathered here this evening to celebrate with us. I now welcome Sergeant Jacob Travis to lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Then, if you're able, please remain standing for the national anthem sung by graduate Reagan Stillings. Please remove your hats and direct your attention to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. We are pleased to welcome several honored guests to today's commencement ceremony. Joining me on the platform are key administrators of Ozarks Tech, as well as our Board of Trustees. These college leaders are vital to the continued success of our programs and of our students. In the front row, from my right to left, are Rob Rector, Executive Vice Chancellor for Administrative Services, John Gentry, Treasurer of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Tracy McGrady, Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and tonight's keynote speaker, Catherine Moore, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Larry Snyder, Secretary of the Board of Trustees, and Paul Sunday, Member of the Board of Trustees. In the back row, from my right to left, Drew Courtway, Chief Financial Officer, Dr. Dusty Childress, OTC Education Center's President, Dr. Cliff Davis, Richwood Valley Campus President, Dr. Abigail Benz, Executive Vice Chancellor for Institutional and Student Success, Amy Bacon, Executive Director of the OTC Foundation and Chief of Staff, Matthew Simpson, Chief Research and Governmental Affairs Officer, and Dr. Daniel Gutierrez, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Please recognize them with a round of applause. The faculty and staff of the college have been critical to the success of our graduates, and many are here today. I'd like to ask all of our faculty and staff to please stand if you're able, and please join me in recognizing them with your applause. We would also like to take a moment to recognize and honor the dedicated service of our retiring faculty and staff who are noted in your program. Although they may be retiring, their legacy will continue for future generations. Our graduates have counted on Ozarks Tech faculty and staff to meet their goals, but the support of their loved ones is just as important. Would the family and friends of our graduates please stand if you're able? Family and friends, let's give them all a big hand, graduates. We would also like to recognize the veterans and active military members with us today, both graduates and guests alike. If you're able, would you please stand? Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Ms. Katie Moore, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees.
Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all of today's graduates. Your hard work, determination, and dedication to your education is truly admirable, and we are proud of each and every one of you for reaching your important milestone. Every graduate here tonight has a unique story, but today what unites us is that we are all part of this college and this community. It's an honor to stand before you as we celebrate as a community the results of your effort, your resilience, and your commitment to your goals. Thank you for making Ozarks Tech a part of your journey. Congratulations, and we can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. It is my honor to introduce our student speaker, Derek Seiko, a business graduate whose journey at Ozarks Tech began with a childhood dream and a simple first step. From the moment he stepped foot on campus, Derek brought humor, warmth, and leadership to our community. Known for his infectious positivity and involvement in student engagement, Derek reminds us that success is often about showing up, taking that first step, and finding joy along the way. Derek's story is one of growth and gratitude, and we are so proud to have him represent the class of 2025. Please join me in welcoming our student speaker, Derek Seiko.
I'd like to start with a quote from Mark Twain that sums up not only my experience, but many of yours as well. The secret of getting started is getting ahead. When I think about my time at OTC, that couldn't be more true. Whether it was juggling work and school, navigating new classes, or figuring out my future, it all started with taking the first step. For me, that step began long before I officially enrolled. Growing up, I'd drive past the old fountain on the Springfield campus, and I'd imagine myself here. As a 10-year-old riding in the back of my mom's van, I didn't know when or how, but I knew that I wanted to be a part of this place. Of course, once I got there, it wasn't exactly all smooth sailing. I still remember walking into Norman K. Meyer's building for the first day, nervous and unsure if I was even in the right place. I was so nervous that when I went into the bathroom to gather myself, while I was washing my hands, another student asked, "Is this the NKM building?" And luckily, there was a teacher there beside us who replied, "Yep, you're in the right place." I hadn't even worked up the courage to ask myself, so I was grateful that someone else did. That moment taught me an early lesson. Most of us are just figuring it out as we go, and that's okay. Throughout my time at OTC, I had opportunities to grow and meet amazing people, and even laugh my way through some unexpected situations, like helping out at student engagement tables when I wasn't even supposed to be working them. From convincing people to join a scavenger hunt to promoting a pickleball event, those moments always ended with laughter. And if I made someone laugh, even if it was at my own expense, I felt like I did my job to leave a positive impact on their day. But it wasn't all fun and games. My last year here, I juggled 4 jobs alongside school. It was tough, and yes, my family, girlfriend, and friends told me that I was doing too much. And they were probably right, but it taught me discipline, time management, and resilience, which are all valuable lessons for what comes next. One of the most important things I've learned is that progress doesn't come from having it all figured out. It comes from just starting. Whether it was applying at OTC, or landing my childhood dream job with the Springfield Cardinals, or deciding to apply to be your commencement speaker, I didn't know how it would turn out. I just took the first step. And now here I am on the stage in front of all of you. As we move into the next chapters, remember this: take the first step. Or as Nike would say it, just do it. You won't always know where it leads, and yeah, you might stumble, but if you don't start, you'll never get to see the view from the top. And believe me, the view from the top of the roller coaster is always way better than staring at the back of someone's head in line. We've shared late night study sessions, laughter, and stress of calculating how low we could score on finals and still pass. And we've grown from confused freshmen into confident graduates, and we're ready for what comes next. So to my fellow graduates, start here, go anywhere. We've taken the first step. Now let's see where that journey takes us. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Our keynote speaker is an inspiring leader who makes a lasting impact on our college and the lives of so many students, faculty, and staff. As Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Tracy McGrady leads Ozarks Tech with vision and grace. She is a strong advocate for innovation and excellence and plays a key role in building the student-centered culture we're proud of today. As she prepares to retire this year, we are honored to celebrate her contributions and wisdom one more time. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Tracy McGrady.
Good evening. First, let me start by saying I love this day. As I approach my retirement this summer after nearly 25 years at Ozarks Tech, I've been reflecting on what I will miss most. And this day, commencement, tops the list. So you can imagine that when I was asked to give this year's commencement address, I felt a little intimidated. I mean, what words could I possibly say to match the significance of this occasion? As it happens, my son is also graduating today, so I asked him for his advice, and he replied, "Just keep it short, Mom." So keep it short, I will. But I'll start with a confession. I didn't write this speech alone. For the past 8.5 years, I've had the incredible honor of serving as the voice of the Ozarks Tech faculty, a role that has brought me more pride than anything else in my career. As I prepare for retirement, this moment feels like my chance to fulfill that role one final time. So I decided this wouldn't be my speech, it would be ours. I turned to the people I admire most, the ones who have been your supporters every moment since you became an Ozarks Tech student, the people who are sitting alongside you, literally, even today, our faculty. I asked them to help me craft this speech by sharing what they most want to say to you, what they hope you will carry with you long after you leave us. And as you might imagine, they had a lot to say. First, they want you to know we are so incredibly proud of you. Think back to your first week as an OTC student. You may have felt uncertain. Some of you may have wondered whether you belonged in college at all. But we've watched you, first crawling, then walking, then running, and now you're ready to fly. We've had a front row seat to watching you grow, and that is the greatest honor of this job. They also want you to know you inspire us. Some of you came to college right after high school. For others, this might be your second, third, or even fourth try. And for many of you, this day was far from guaranteed. We see you, the student who works full-time while raising children, the one battling illness or healing from a tragic loss, We see those of you quietly surviving unimaginable adversity. And yet, here you are. You pushed through, and you made it. And we want you to take a moment and let that sink in, because it can be so easy to rush toward the next big thing without pausing to say, look at what I've accomplished. They also shared the kind of wisdom I wish someone had shared with me at my own college graduation. They said most of life is ordinary, and that's okay. We get very busy chasing the elusive feeling called happiness and things that might bring it, jobs, houses, status, when in fact real happiness is found in the smallest, quietest moments. The people you love and will love make life meaningful and sometimes even bearable. Find the people who see through the blatant lie when you say, I'm fine, and instead pull up a chair beside you and gently ask, how are we going to get through this? And be that person for someone else. They want me to remind you that pain will come. Some of you already know that deeply. But when it does, let it teach you. The playwright Harold Pinter once wrote, hold this thought. Right when you are most defeated, exhausted, positive of perpetual failure, this is when the epiphany is likely to arrive. Whatever is bearing down on you is a great teacher. Calm down and listen and crawl from beneath it a better person. They also want to remind you that you're not a product, you are a process. Life doesn't follow a perfect path, and neither will you. And they want me to remind you that if anyone is going to magically appear and make your life better, that person is always going to be you. When the road gets hard, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means you're in the part that makes most people quit. Growth is messy. Mastery comes through struggle. So when you're in it, deep in the hard parts, don't say, I should have this figured out by now. Instead say, this is what figuring it out feels like. They also want to share something that may surprise you. We're going to miss you. We know the gig. We know that we are just one stop on your journey, but we remember you, and we're still here. Reach out. Tell us where life has taken you. You're moving ahead, but we're still going to be right here cheering you on. And finally, please hold on to this. You belong. In every room you walk into, every opportunity you chase, the life you dream of creating, you belong there. If you ever doubt that, remember this day. Look at the people who showed up for you. Look at all the people who believe in you. Look at what you've already done. Claim your place in the world. We are proud of you, not just because your name is read tonight and your tassel moves from right to left, but because we saw you show up when it was hard, because you dared to build a future, a new version of yourself. So go out and live your life. It won't be a perfect one, but it can be a full one. In the words of poet Mary Oliver, tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Write your own story and know that all of us here at Ozarks Tech cannot wait to read it. Congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you. Would the candidates for the graduating class of 2025 please stand if you are able? Dr. Higdon, these candidates have completed the necessary requirements for their chosen degree or certificate. It is with great pride that they are presented to you on behalf of the faculty of Ozarks Tech.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the state of Missouri, and the Board of Trustees of Ozarks Tech, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree or certificate for which you've been recommended. Graduates, after you receive your diploma, please return to your seat. We will now begin the awarding of diplomas to the graduating class of 2025. Will all the candidates, except those in the front row, please be seated.
Jacob B. Travis, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Derek T. Psycho, Associate in Business with Honors. Paige Elaine Durham, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy with Honors. Kaylin Ann Simpson, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. Jeremiah A. Dawson, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy with Honors. Rylan Gunnar Dixon, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy with Honors. Caitlin M. Hoskins, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. Damian A. Machuca, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy with Honors. Arnell R. Serrano, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. Brittany H. Simpson, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. James Luke Thompson, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy with Honors. Timothy Dalton Sloan, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy with Honors. Kylie Faith Peterson, Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy. Samantha M. Scott, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Stephen A. Phillips Ward, Associate of Science in Computer Science. Ethan T. Sandoval, Associate in Mechatronics. Thomas Michael Girardi, Jr., Certificate in Electrical Technician. Gabrielle M. Wilson, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology with Honors. Max H. McGrady, Associate in Cybersecurity. Michaela Applegate, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant. Veronica R. Sanford, Certificate in Coding Specialist. John Horvath, Associate in Automotive Technology. Sarah L. Emmert, Associate of Science in Nursing. Daniel J. Hansen, Associate in Cybersecurity. Eduardo Rodriguez, Associate in Information Technology Infrastructure. Stephen Allen Trent, Associate in Mechatronics with Honors. Katie E. Spencer, Associate in Automation and Robotics. Austin R. Skipper, Associate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning and Technical Management. James D. Leszewski, Associate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Samantha Maxine Patton, Associate in Baking and Pastry. Landon Scott Henry, Associate in Diesel Technology. Haley J. Hale, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with Honors. Mr. Lucas A. Craven, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with Honors. Warren Marshall Lopez, Associate in Mechatronics. Joshua Landon Wesley Comer, Associate in Computer Information Science with Honors. Thomas N. Mutarella, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning with Honors. Jonathan D. Mutarelli, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning with Honors. Benjamin John Lyman, Associate in Automation and Robotics with Honors. Kendall J. Beard, Associate in Manufacturing Technology. Jessica Nicole Sobosinski, Certificate in Coding Specialist. Zachary K. Long, Associate in Baking and Pastry. Benjamin Y. Sawyer, Certificate in Specialization in Culinary Arts. Grant W. Hodgson, Associate in Baking and Pastry. Brittany P. Elliott, Associate in Culinary Arts. Gwendolyn Rain DePriest, Associate in Culinary Arts and Baking and Pastry. Amber Michelle Dowdy, Associate in General Studies with honors. Briannica Joycelyn Klein, Associate in Baking and Pastry.
Amy Elizabeth Hughes, Certificate in Baking Arts with honors. Hannah J. Cardoza, Associate in Culinary Arts and Baking and Pastry with honors. K.J. Langeth, Associate in Hospitality Management. Jason Michael Wallace, Associate in Mechatronics with honors. Ashley Nicole Calloway, Associate in Bioclinical Science with honors. Patricia Elizabeth Cook, Associate in Health Information Technology with honors. Courtney T. Long, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Madeline J. Lamb, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Tyler E. Ball, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology with honors. Hayden D. Oral, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Matthew J. Santos, Certificate in Diesel Technology with honors. Jordan T. Hindy, Certificate in Diesel Technology. Levi Shield, Certificate in Diesel Technology with honors. Suzanne Marie Hill, Associate in Culinary Arts with honors. Azaleen K. Wolf, Associate in Culinary Arts and Baking and Pastry. Chelsea R. Cantrell, Associate in Culinary Arts. Calvin A.C. Treat, Associate in Culinary Arts with honors. James R. Wagner, Associate in Culinary Arts. Megan Catherine Hoaxie, Associate in Surgical Technology with honors. Esther Elizabeth Pasanti, Associate in Surgical Technology. Sakira L. Jones, Associate in Surgical Technology. Cindy and Fan, Associate in Surgical Technology. Gail Amber Brawley, Associate in Surgical Technology with honors. Abigail Rain Hope, Certificate in Fire Science Technology, Fundamental Firefighting. Chris J. Schroep, Certificate in Fire Science Technology, Fundamental Firefighting. Garner T. Jones, Associate in Information Technology Infrastructure. Caden J. Tryon, Associate in Information Technology Infrastructure with honors. Nathan Ray Woodmansee, Associate in Information Technology Infrastructure with honors. Kyle R. McElwine, a Certificate in Automotive Technology. Taylor A. Gerbrandt, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Tucker L. Smith, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Ashton B. Collins, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Lucas Paul Kenning, Associate in Electrical Technician. Victoria A. Evans, Associate in Surgical Technology. Haley M. Eckley, Associate in Surgical Technology. McKinsey Ann Council, Associate in Surgical Technology with honors. Taylor Marie Sloan, Associate in Surgical Technology. Kimber Alyssa Haynes, Associate in Surgical Technology. Ava Ryan Bach, Associate in Surgical Technology. Victoria L. Stepp, Associate in Surgical Technology. Kaylee S. Blackwell, Associate in Surgical Technology with honors. Maria Ann Simone Mason, Associate in Surgical Technology. Lucy N. Chege, Associate in Surgical Technology. Wyatt Edward Husky, Associate in Cybersecurity. Richard Lee Browning III, Associate in Information Technology Infrastructure with honors. Claudia Peters, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Whitney Brosh, Certificate Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Joshua M. Horst, Certificate in Construction Technology with honors. Caleb W. Hathcock, Certificate in Construction Technology. Rashad Jabri Anderson, Associate in Construction Technology. Cassandra J. Williamson, Associate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Kaleb Asai Pulsan, Associate in Diesel Technology. Carter Ian Bartlesmeyer, Associate in Electrical Technician. Kylie Jean Henson, Associate in Surgical Technology. Kylie Burns, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with Distinction. Lainey Patton, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with Distinction. Kayla Tuttle, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with Distinction. Kirsten Robbins, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant. Madison Kennedy, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with Distinction. Margaret White, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with Distinction. Emily Brown, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with Distinction. Michael Lopez, Associate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Christopher Robert Rush, Associate in Electrical Technician with Honors.
Corey M. Lucas, Associate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Bobby L. Garton, Associate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning with Honors. Kyle E. Bone, Associate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Greg Nathaniel Morris, Associate in General Studies with Honors. Robert Adam Kaler, Associate in Precision Machining Technology with Honors. Andrew J. Simpson, Associate in Drafting and Design Technology. Robert Joseph Thomas, Associate in Networking Technology. Sydney Marie Patterson, Associate in Cybersecurity with Honors. Edward M. Wilson, Associate in Cybersecurity. Say it again. Steve James Evan Creasy, Associate in Information Technology, Infrastructure, and Cybersecurity. Emma K. Greer, Associate in General Studies with Honors. Peyton M. Greer, Certificate in Computer Information Science. Maria Raelianu, Associate in Physical Therapist Assistant with Honors. Mackenzie E. Summer, Associate in Physical Therapist Assistant. Amesley James Devoto, Associate in Physical Therapist Assistant with Honors. Cassidy L. Johnston, Associate in Physical Therapist Assistant. Tyler L. Carmody, Associate in Physical Therapist Assistant. Jonathan E. Pendleton, Associate in Physical Therapist Assistant. John Russell Payne Mabry, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant. Matthew Edward Casey, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant with Honors. Timothy Allen Swain, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Stephanie Q. Seagraves, Associate in Graphic Design Technology with Honors. Gaston Fry, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning with Honors. Christopher Preston Smitley, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Ladima Christine Davis, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Micah S. Gonzalez, Certificate in Manufacturing Technology with Honors. Connor Patrick Jones, Associate in Automotive Technology. Zachary Al Meyer, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Joshua R. Brinkman, Certificate in Automotive Technology with Honors. James Robert Swafford, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant. Kelly Ann Sims, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant. Bailey J. Cottengim, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant. Ellie F. Van Dyke, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant with Honors. Daniel Aldava, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant with Honors. Savannah Ann Mann, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant. Chloe A. Brown, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant. Kaylee Marie Rolls, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant. Laramie Alexandria Horseman, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant with honors. Julianne Rain Soleil Funk, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant. Zaid Allen Caldwell, Associate in Automotive and Construction Technology with honors. Resme C. Herr, Associate in Mechatronics with honors. Gavin Tyler McKee, Associate in Aviation Flight Technology. Jared R. Henry, Associate in Construction Technology. Braden W. Henry, Associate in Construction Technology. Dagan S. Fitzsimmons, Associate of Science in Computer Science. Daniel Tolak, Associate in Cybersecurity with honors. Peyton Ray Price, Associate of Science in Computer Science with honors. Dennis Pavel German, Associate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning with honors. Michael D. Medley, Associate in Computer Information Science with honors. Julia Kathleen Clemens, Associate and Physical Therapist Assistant with honors. Mary Beth Adkins, Certificate of Achievement in Welding Technology, Structural Welding. Eric G. Carnes, Associate in Manufacturing Technology. Brittany Westoff, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Tina M. Nick, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Madison Gale, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Brandy Peterson, Certified Medical Assistant with distinction. Brescia Stidham, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Anna Smith, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Sierra Lauder, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Sage Friend, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Nicholas L. Thompson, Associate in Electrical Technician. Aiden C. Bryan, Associate in Electrical Technician with honors. Isaiah B. Dodds, Associate in Cybersecurity. Kevin Fernando Martinez, Certificate in Plumbing. Daniel Leo Moran, Certificate in Plumbing Technology with honors. Cheyenne J. Steed, Certificate in Plumbing Technology with honors. Cayman Howard Gifford, Certificate in Plumbing Technology with honors. Morgan R. Criswell, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Augustus A. Dombin, Certificate in Electrical Technician. Tricia Lynn DeWitt, Associate in Electrical Technician with honors. Keith Heyer, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Destiny C. Means, Associate in Dental Assisting. Allie M. Vance, Associate in Dental Assisting.
Hope Fultz, Associate in Dental Assisting. Nevaeh L. Matlock, Associate in Dental Assisting. Grace A. Funk, Associate in Dental Assisting. Haley L. Brown, Associate in Dental Assisting. Cadence M. Nifong, Associate in Dental Assisting. Vanessa L. Wells, Associate in Dental Assisting. Claudia Larkin Becker, Associate in Dental Assisting. Keaton Riley Eads, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Aaron Matthew Orschlin, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems. Wyatt Dean Dabney, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Brandon David Hudson, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Walker Evan Smith, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems. Jared W. Clare, Certificate in Drafting and Design Technology. Kaylee Elizabeth McDonald, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Maxwell Lawrence Moreland, Associate in Diesel Technology with honors. Olson Pickey, Certificate in Stainless and Structural Welding Technology. Kaylee Jane Cornelison, Associate in Dental Assisting. Peyton Rose Hudson, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Reese G. Vess, Associate in Dental Assisting. Avery Ann Davis, Certificate in Dental Assisting. Brianna V. Flashman, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Reagan Grace Allen, Associate in Dental Assisting. Maya Danielle Leverins, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Lakin A. Leonarduzzi, Certificate in Dental Assisting. Kathy P. Wynn, Associate in Dental Assisting. Julia L. Calfee, Certificate in Dental Assisting. Harper Satterfield, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Corner James Brazil, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Blake D. Shelton, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Caden Thomas Gegg, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Logan H. Hubbs, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Caden Sean Locker, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Alex Wayne McBain, Associate in Electric Distribution Systems with honors. Gage B. Sultrup, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Kyler B. Health, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Dustin Wyatt Downs, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Zane Alexander Franz, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Samantha Slatton, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Maya Renee Hunter, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Emily Grace Brashear, Associate in Dental Assisting. Emanuela Savins, Associate in Dental Assisting. Lily Elizabeth Gibson, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Lauren E. Latimer, Associate in Bioclinical Science with honors. Madison Jeanette Kuntz, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Haiti Claire Williams, Associate in Dental Assisting. Madeline Grace Staller, Associate in Dental Assisting. Esther Miriam Policoser, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Haley Lance, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Jasmine Graham, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Andrea Rue Gardner, Certificate Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Michael Wellnitz, a Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Mariah L. Schimmels, Associate of Science in Nursing. Lauren Elizabeth Martin, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Joseph Daniel Grana, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Mason L. Mallington, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Kyler Wayne Massey, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Andrew K. Brockman, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Ella Camille Johnson, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors.
Brooke D. Smith, Associate in Dental Assisting. Allie Marie Cook, Associate in Dental Assisting with honors. Faith Splendor Cockrum, Associate in Dental Assisting. Ashley R. Anderson, Associate in Dental Assisting. Kensley. And Victoria Kensley, Certificate in Coding Specialist with honors. Emily J. Cathy, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Nakia Pitts, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Jonassy K. Reeves, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant. Kiera Calise, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Haley K. Maxwell, Associate in Criminal Justice with honors and Certificate of Cybersecurity. Kaylee Faith Buttram, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Natalie Blair Whitaker, Associate in Automotive Technology. Ryan Thomas Cardwell, Associate in Automotive Technology with honors. Jaden Wayne Slemp, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Wade Bork Sr., Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Joshua Daniel Harden, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Hudson T. Bonser, Certificate in Diesel Technology. Christian Jacob May, Certificate in Diesel Technology. Jacob W. Dunn, Associate in Electrical Technician. Megan A. Doty, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Ariana Renee Baxter, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Kennedy Deanne Hall, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Natasha Engelking, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant. Madison Nicole Reister, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Caitlin P. Morrison, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Carly Marissa Kelton, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Grace Elizabeth Norberry, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant. Elena Jean Livingston, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Amanda Dawn Russell, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Chuck W. Zink, Associate in Networking Technology with honors. Kaylee Noriega, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant. Grace Noyce McConnell, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Jeremiah West, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Aiden Inez Watson, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Mackenzie Smith, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Heather Klinkenbeard, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. McKenna Rumley, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. John Julian Henato, Certificate in Automotive Technology with honors. Timothy J. Taylor, Certificate in Information Technology Infrastructure. Carly Wolf, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Journey I. Smith, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Savannah B. Peterson, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Natasha P. Nelson, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Maya Miller, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honor. Christina Lynn Painter, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant. Caden M. Miller, Associate in Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Hudson Bruce Kemper, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Tate T. Kawamoto, Certificate in Specialization in Computer Information Science, Video Game Development. Xavier C. Buck, Jr., Certificate in Drafting and Design Technology. Hunter Dean Hoyle, Associate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Kennedy L. Mailer, Associate in General Studies with honors. Emily R. Gilmore, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Haven S. Hale Kofer, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology. Hunter L. Hoffman, Certificate in Electrical Technician. Miguel Chavez, Associate in Electrical Technician. Julian Zaraga, Associate in Electrical Technician. Marcos Mariquin, Associate in Electrical Technician. Bryce Curtis Sutherland, Associate in Information Technology Infrastructure with honors. Stephen C. Crandall, Associate in Information Technology Infrastructure with honors. Connor J. Harden, Associate in Computer Information Science. Sean R. Peters, Associate in Computer Information Science. Jackson D. Lee, Associate in Mechatronics with honors. Kibali Jamera, Certificate in Mechatronics. Brittany M. Evans, Certificate in Welding Technology, Industrial Welding Specialist with honors. Easton J. Reese, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Logan Elliott Haley, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology with honors. Caitlin L. Trammell, Associate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Keith J. Trammell, Associate in Technical Management with honors. Jonathan B. Sholey, Certificate in Electrical Technician. Asia E. Kwan, Certificate in Bioclinical Science with honors. Troy Thomas Ellingsworth, Certificate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Aiden A. Berry, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Tori E. Wolford, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Leighton G. Story, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Elijah R. Kettle, Certificate in Mechatronics. James R. Lawrence, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology. Oh, say it again. Samuel Jacob A. Strike, Associate in Fire Science Technology. Wyatt Clough, Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Jose A. Roque Jr., Certificate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Amanda N. Sepperly, Associate in Auto Collision Repair Technology with honors. Micah L. Harrison, Certificate in Diesel Technology.
Timoteo Jinks, Associate of Science in Computer Science. Joseph W. McCroskey, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Joshua S. Townsend, Associate of Science in Information Technology. Randall Scott Volkmore, Associate in Computer Science, Computer Information Science with honors. Chase Allen, Certificate in Diesel Technology. Kessler James Heine, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems. Benjamin P. Lightfoot, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Derek Ryder Hicks, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Catherine A. Rail, Associate in Drafting and Design Technology with honors. Angela Moreno, a Certificate Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Destiny Larimore, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Courtney Toomey, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Angel Sharpenstein, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Ashley Hester, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Alexander D. Perry Jr., Certificate in Welding Technology, Industrial Welding Specialist. Paul K. Kofelt, Associate in Automation and Robotics with honors. Austin M. Jarrett, Associate in Cybersecurity with honors. Emmanuel Chumos, Associate of Science in Information Technology. Braden Jacob Stone, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Andrew Joshua Chesick, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Ezekiel Garcia Robas, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Tyler D. Tummons, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Cameron W. Sarton, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Blake H. Russell, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Kobe Ray Esri, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Blake Allen Evans, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems. Brock Samuel Dodd, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Landon C. Holland, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Hana Diva Yessen, Associate in Bioclinical Science with honors. Olivia Grace Van Winkle, Associate of Science in Information Technology. Cody McHardy, Associate in Computer Information Science. Osvaldo Morales, Associate in Drafting and Design Technology. Cannon A. Kessler, Associate in Drafting and Design Technology with honors. Jordan S. Carter, Associate in Computer Information Science. Sarah Catherine Riveros, Associate in Teacher Education with honors. Carlene Brooke Hayes, a Certificate in Practical Nursing. Kylie Miles, Associate in Cybersecurity with honors. Audrey M. Harmon, Associate in Computer Information Science with honors. Hudson Denton Matthews, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Justin K. McHenry, Associate in Electrical Distribution Systems with honors. Zachary Allen Dyer, Associate in Automation and Robotics with honors. Denver T. Sanders, Associate in Aviation Flight Technology. Catherine L. Noriega, Associate in Bioclinical Science with honors. Logan Wesley Hutchinson, Associate in Automotive Technology. Cameron James Turner, Associate in Automotive Technology. Lydia Morgan Hopper, Associate in Drafting and Design Technology with honors. Kyle A. Mills, Associate in Precision Machining Technology. McGuire G. Orman, Associate in Precision Machining Technology with honors. Noah A. Rice, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology. Sebastian Alexander Hamner, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Nicholas D. Gomez, Certificate in Structural Welding Technology with honors. Yacina Martinez Alberto, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology. Haley L. Cook, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology. Benjamin M. Rosa, Certificate in Diesel Technology with honors. Jonna Elizabeth Ruff, Certificate in Coding Specialist. Lily K. Person, Associate in Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning. Kelsey V. Openchain, Associate of Science in Biological Clinical Science with honors. Ashley A. Mayer, Associate in Bioclinical Science with honors. Justin T. Aldridge, Certificate in Precision Machining Technology with honors. Sawyer James Guerin, Associate in Drafting and Design Technology with honors. Braden E. Nanaman, Associate in Precision Machining Technology with honors. Brett Travis Long, Associate in Precision Machining Technology with honors. Kirsten R. Klein, Associate in Health Information Technology with honors. Emily D. Scritchfield, Certificate in Diesel Technology with honors. Scott L. Taylor, Associate in Industrial System Technology with honors. Monica K. Kennedy, Certificate in Coding Specialist with honors. Kaylin Hicks, Certificate in Construction Technology with honors. Eva May E. Royal, Certificate in Construction Technology. Desiree L. Doyle, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Emily R. Yount, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Jada G. Maston, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Madison M. Southern, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Grace Ann Brink, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Natalie K. N. Parker, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Jenna N. Chen, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Dustin Ray Vinsel, Certificate in Structural Welding Technology with honors. Ian MacArthur White, Associate in Construction Technology with honors. Miles Edward Thomas, Certificate in Structural Welding Technology with honors. Rin A. Harris Taylor, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Haley Snyder, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction.
Mackenzie M. Lawson, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with honors. Alyssa Ice, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Jalen Cutbirth, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Jamila Baker, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Adriana Walker, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant. Aubrey Knight, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant. Delaney Rueda, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Caden R. Sidlowski, Certificate in Electrical Technician with honors. Lynn Lamb, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Autumn Renee Troutman, Associate in Dental Hygiene. Jessica L. Williams Boyke, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Trinity Ann Jackson, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Sarah Nadine Langston, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Luann Lee Tincher, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician with honors. Suzanne E. Jackson, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician with honors. Krista Woods, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician with honors. Dominique M. Wong, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Janelle S. Sanchez, Associate in Medical Laboratory Technician. Gael Rueda, Associate in Computer Information Science. Roberto Perez, Associate in Computer Information Science. Charles Andre Laxa, Associate in Computer Information Science. Eric Joseph Monk Bork Jr., Associate in Electrical Technician. Javier Villa, Associate in Electrical Technician. Cesar Salas, Associate in Auto Collision Repair Technology. Ivan J. Jimenez, Associate in Automotive Technology. Allison L. Rainey, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Ella K. Smith, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Logan C. Sorgen, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Madeline Jane Jawad, Associate in Dental Hygiene. Kendra Peltzer, Associate in Dental Hygiene. Annika Marie Stevenson, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Ashlyn M. Lechner, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Heather Nicole Pinkston, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Allison Nicole Denny, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Chloe R. Lampy, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Victoria L. Haynes, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Macy Ann Stallings, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Morgan N. Irvin, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Mason R. Morris, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. David E. Stoker, Jr., Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Aiden G. White, Certificate in Fire Science Technology, Fundamental Firefighting. Cameron James Davis, Associate in Stainless Welding Technology. Angel J. Boteo, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Tyler Scott Jordan, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Timothy W. Schneider, Certificate in Stainless Welding Technology with honors. Leah E. Birch, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Emily Judith Duenas Gonzalez, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Jaden Ajayi, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Emily Grace Freiberger, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Clayton D. Weber, Certificate in Electrical Technician with honors. Jacob William Hurst, Associate in Information Technology Infrastructure. Johnny Sun, Associate in Computer Information Science with honors. Shane R. Murad, Associate in Computer Information Science. Elizabeth M. Bilichuk, Certificate in Coding Specialist. Demi Murdoch, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Hannah Nold, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Michaela Kaur, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Huffmeyer. Olivia C. Huffmeyer, Associate in Dental Hygiene with honors. Adriana D. Brandt, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Jolie Shepard, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Gabriela M. Herrera, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. DeAndrea M. Gilmore, Associate in Respiratory Therapy with honors. Heidi R. Schwartz, Associate in Respiratory Therapy with honors. Judith C. Creamer, Associate in Respiratory Therapy with honors. Damian Chronister, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Caleb A. Cottrell, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Cotton Clyde Jones, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Lilia Rapina, Associate in Respiratory Therapy with honors. Holly Marie Gibson, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Brandy Bevel, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Kylie D. Buchholz, Associate in Dental Assisting. Megan Kathleen Sanders, Associate in Construction Technology. Emma Margaret Miller, Associate in Health Information Technology with honors. Whitney Livingston, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Jenna Wiltermuth, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant. Tiffany Marie Gibson, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Lorelei A. Arth, Associate in Emergency Manage and Disaster Preparedness with honors. Aaliyah Janae Connors, Associate in Cybersecurity. Kaylee Janelle Leach, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Abby A. Needham, Associate in Respiratory Therapy. Destin Tyrell Piercefield, Associate in Precision Machining Technology with honors. Jaslyn Thornton, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Maxton Miller Basham, Associate in Cybersecurity. Victoria Jane Tracy, Associate in Bioclinical Science. Cameron L. Eaton, Associate in Drafting and Design Technology. Victoria Marie Tyson, Associate in Health Information Technology. Nicholas D. Troyer, Associate in Computer Information Science. Caleb Clark, Certificate in Precision Machining Technology with honors. Justin R. Stewart, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Kaysen L. Martin, Certificate in Automotive Technology. Thomas Henry Brand, Associate in Aviation Flight Technology with honors. Madison Randall Gare, Associate in Aviation Flight Technology. Caitlin Victoria McClure, Associate in Aviation Flight Technology with honors. Will A. Sampietro, Associate in Aviation Flight Technology.
Con.
Carter Jacob Kahn, Associate in Aviation Flight Technology with honors. Skylar G. Smiley, Associate in Aviation Technology with honors. Edward Charles Kaufman, Associate in Construction Technology with honors. Desiree Alexander, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant with distinction. Sean Michael Johnson, Associate in Mechatronics with honors. Nicholas C. Kellogg, Certificate in Mechatronics. Jamie Lee Strickland, Certificate in Coding Specialist with honors.
Will all the graduates please stand if you're able? Let me be the first to welcome you to official membership in the Ozarks Technical Community College Alumni Association. Because the recessional is an integral and significant part of the ceremony, we ask that the audience remain in place until the graduates have exited. Graduates, you will be ushered out row by row, so please follow the directions of your floor marshals. Graduates, to signify your transition from student to graduate, you may now turn your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 graduating class of Ozarks Technical Community College.